Welcome to another episode of Marketing School. I'm Eric Su,
And I'm Neil Patel.
and today we're gonna talk about how to scale your link building.
Yeah, so with link building, you guys all know that you need more links if you want to rank higher. And everyone's just like, how do I go out there and get more links? So today we're going to break down tools that make the process much easier. So let's first start off. And this is going to be the first step, and it's not technically this isn't even going to be the step, but this is going to be a prerequisite. The prerequisite is you need some sort of amazing content. If you don't have amazing content, it is hard to build links because everyone's familiar with link building these days and no one wants to build it or link to you more so. So the first thing you want to do is use tools like BuzzSumo and Ahrefs. If you put in keywords to other people who have similar type of content, what it'll do is it'll show you their top pages, and even with a paid BuzzSumo account, you can see all the people who are linking to that piece of content. You can do the same thing within Ahrefs.
Yeah, the other thing, so we're talking strictly on tools.
Yeah, so and then exactly tools that people can use to scale out their link building to make it much more efficient.
Oh, you know what? Okay, so here's another tool. There's a tool called PitchBox. So I was actually having dinner the other day with the CEO, and PitchBox, what it does is it helps you scale your outreach when it comes to link building. And this was built from people that had an SEO agency in the past, so they know the pain, they know everything people need to go through, and guess what? They show the metrics from like Ahrefs, for example, or I think they even pull API data from BuzzSumo, and they show you your targets when you're reaching out to people. How strong is the link going to be, right? Then you can group everything together, and it's like an outreach tool that you can use, and it shows you reports that's going to help you scale your link building.
Another thing you can do is use ScrapeBox. What it'll do is scrape the whole web and find everyone who links to other sites or writes about content that's related to your articles. And then you can then gather all of their website URLs, their data, contact forms, email addresses. There's plugins and add-ons for ScrapeBox. And then, of course, you can start mass mailing people. You have to watch out for GDPR now. Mass email people. You don't want to email people in the European Union to convince them to try to link back to your website.
Yeah, and the other thing too is, I would recommend using a tool like hunter.io to find emails to reach out to people too. So once you have these target websites, you got to find their email addresses too. And then you load those email addresses into a tool. So this is kind of going back to the tool PitchBox, and then you kind of come full circle there.
Yeah, and another thing that you want to do with your link building, if you really want to scale it out and do well, is you can find people that already have articles that are popular and have a ton of links. You can use tools like Infogram, or Canva, or any of those design apps out there to create your own infographics of those most popular blog posts. And then, of course, using all the other tools we mentioned, you can hit up all the people that link to the past article that's similar to your infographic, because you're creating an infographic of that blog post that's popular and getting them to link to your visual version of that popular piece of text-based content.
I want to give a little advanced one too. If you look at HubSpot's website grader, that tool, right? It's you put in your email and it grades your website. That has about 7,000 referring domains going to it. So 7,000 links. It ranks for about, I think maybe it's the other way around, 11,000 referring domains, and then 7,000, it ranks for 7,000 keywords. So my point of saying that is that if you can somehow build a linkable asset that is a useful tool to people, you're going to get a lot of links coming to it. And what you can do if you don't have the talent, like myself, I don't have the talent to do it. You can go to Upwork, or for like a cheaper developer, or you can go to somewhere like TopTal, pay some money to have something like that developed, like a tool or like a widget, and then from there you have a linkable asset. Or you can just go out there and you can try to buy one. Okay, so this is a little more advanced, but it does work.
Yeah, and the last link building tip that I have for you guys is go out there and don't just focus on links, but focus on social shares. So the more people that read your content, the more people that will naturally link to you. And what I found is if I can find other popular blog posts that are similar, like Eric, if Eric has a really popular SEO blog post, and I have a new blog post on SEO, I will go and find all the people who tweeted his article. You can just put in that URL into Twitter, goes through them. I would hit up each of those people. You can also use BuzzSumo for this as well. They show you the shares. I would hit up each of those people and be like, hey, John, I noticed you shared The Beginner's Guide to SEO by Eric Su. I have a similar article coming out, but mine's an advanced guide to SEO. Let me know if you want to see it. And by creating a conversation, they're much more likely to email back and say yes. The moment they say yes, I'll email him back like, here you go, John. Cheers, Neil. P.S. If you share this wouldn't just make my day, it would make my week. Thanks. And then you can even add a P.P.S. being like, let me know if you need me to share anything for you.
All right, so that is it for today. But if you want to see us do a free live event in downtown LA, Neil and I will both be there. We'll give you free food. It's going to be recorded as well. It's going to be great. We need your help getting to 1 million downloads a month. So right now we're at 850,000, on track for that. And we need you to, in order to help us, go to rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast. Tell your friends about it. Tell your mom about it. Tell your dog about it. It's going to be great. Okay, and then once we get there, look, it's going to be, by that time, when we get to 1 million, it's going to be cold as hell, probably wherever you are. Come over to sunny California, come over to LA, and we're going to show you a good time. So that is it for today, and we'll see you tomorrow.